Right, well, it's Euro 2016 in full swing, but the Premier League fixtures were announced yesterday, and we're here with Croydon Advertiser Head of Sport, Glenn Garrett. What do you make of Crystal Palace's start to the season? It looks tough on paper, doesn't it, Glenn?
Yeah, well, obviously every team plays each other twice, don't they? The fixtures all have to come at some point in the season. The start of the season, I actually think it's a really good one for Palace. You know, they've got some really winnable games there. Starting with West Brom at home, Bournemouth at home on the third week, and then they've got the likes of Middlesbrough, Stoke, Sunderland. So they're all, with the exception of Spurs, you could argue, they're all winnable games for Palace at the start. And I think they're going to need it, to be honest. Looking at some of their other fixtures later on in the season, I think they really need to get a good start, and I think they can get a good start.
And when fans look at the fixture list, their eyes go straight to the start, obviously. But after that, everyone looks at the festive fixtures, and that looks pretty tough, doesn't it?
Tough games, but if Palace fans want to be at home at Christmas, they've got a great chance, because I think from the middle of December through to the middle of January, I think they're in London. You know, if you class Watford as London, they're in London for the whole time. Okay, they've got lots of Arsenal over Christmas. But you've got to play every team twice, haven't you? And you've got to play them at some point, and there's not much travelling for Palace, and that might actually help them.
And we've looked to the beginning, looked to the middle. What about the end? Manchester City and Manchester United in the last few weeks of the season.
Well, it's not just them two, though, is it? It's from the beginning of April. I think I've got it written down here. They've got Chelsea, they've got Southampton, they've got Leicester, they've got Liverpool. Obviously, they've got Arsenal as well, Man City, Man United. Whatever Palace have done up to the end of March, they're going to have to have got some points on the board, whether they're going for the Europa League or staving off relegation. They need to get a really good total on the board by the end of March, I think, because that's a killer, that ending.
Thoughts on Palace for the season?
Let's wait to see what happens, what August brings, because I think they need to strengthen. They need new structure. They need to strengthen across the pitch. There's a lot of money floating around. When Stoke are going out spending 15-20 million pounds on players, teams like Palace have to do that to keep up, I'm afraid. And it'll be interesting to see what Alan and Steve and the guys do in the transfer market.
Thanks, Glenn.
No worries.